Hey guys, so little bit of a little bit of a video here for ye. So it's been a few days since Geekmas. Hugely successful. Really grateful for that, by the way, and I'm so happy about it. It's been a few days, but these few days have been a bit of a blur. I'm not gonna lie. I've went straight into work in retail, and this time of the year in retail, it's a doozy, and I think it's caught up to me a little bit. And today, I really felt like just frustrated, irritated, and exhausted. I think with everything, I didn't get a chance to really truly relax and just unwind and chill out after our big events. We had DeebeeCon and we had Geekmas within like 2 weeks of each other, and it was amazing, and I loved it, and it's made me so proud, and I finally got to do these events, and it was a massive blowout for the end of the year, for the community and the channel, and the amazing cause that we raised money for and all that stuff. But I wanted to take this moment to just sit here and just talk to you guys for a second about things, and just how I've been feeling about pretty much everything regarding like the YouTube stuff, the Twitch stuff, and just the community stuff. This year has been probably one of the strangest years for me with content creating and streams. And it never truly felt like it was going the right way this year. I think it started off pretty good, and then just rapidly just kind of was sporadic and I suppose like inconsistent, and just it felt like things weren't sticking like they used to, and things weren't performing, and all that stuff. And that affected me a lot as a creator. Like mentally, these are the things that you do think about, especially when it is your livelihood and you depend on good numbers for good revenue, which pays the bills and all that stuff. So yeah, it did get to me a lot this year, but I overcame a lot of that and just wanted to enjoy myself and be happy. And one of my main focuses for 2022 was to focus on me, my overall health, whether it's mentally and physically. These last couple of weeks I've been really exercising and such. I've been doing a program called Insanity. You may have heard of it. It's an old school home workout, but it's super effective, but almost too effective because I twisted my knee, and now I'm feeling the effects of that, so I'm limping around like a fucking idiot. But that aside, I've been really focusing on myself this year, and that was my main objective, was to find out what was going on with me and what I can do to help myself. And that was so important to me. And because of that, like the YouTube stuff, the content creating stuff, that ended up being kind of shaky because I just didn't have the focus there. Last year, 2021, like creating content, making streams, huge events and such, they were my focus, and I focused everything I got, my heart and soul, my mind, everything went into that last year, and it paid off. Like last year was a huge year for the channel, the community, big numbers, amazing events, all that stuff. But I didn't look after myself. Last year, I really didn't. I abused my body with bad food. I abused myself mentally by not taking a minute to look after my mental health, and it came down on me like a ton of bricks. It did, because I know the beginning of 2022, actually towards the end of 2021, I was not in a good place. Like I really wasn't. And you would think with how happy and excited I was throughout all the events and such that we done last year, and all the big streams and the silliness that I bring to the screen, that I was okay. I was doing great. I'm in a great mental state, and quite frankly, it was the opposite, and that scared me. I got to a place where it genuinely got terrifying. Things, or should I say thoughts, came into my head that I never thought I would even consider thinking about. And that scared me. It scared me so much, and it affected my relationship. It affected my health, my well-being, my social skills and interactions with people and all that stuff. So that's why I made 2022 the year for me to turn that around and look after myself and figure out what's going on. And that's exactly what I did. And I can safely say, and I'm really proud to say it, that I am nowhere near where I was last year. I've pulled myself out of that darkness and I've brought myself to a more secure and happy place. And that's really important to me. And I was struggling to see the importance of that, or the importance of good quality, consistent content online. And it's such a petty thing to do, but I think as a creator online, like not a lot of creators talk about this stuff, but as a creator online, it's so difficult to find, your priorities and get them in order, and realize the important thing. And that was my mental well-being, my physical health, and just my overall life. That was way important, and way more important to me than the content and the streams and stuff. Because that stuff is really important to me too. You know that. Like I'm so passionate about making content. I'm so passionate about just trying to be entertaining. I always do my best to be entertaining, and I always do my best to hype something up and just get people excited and do good things for charities and such. Like, and I still do. Like that's super important to me. So that's why I was so happy of how DeeBeeCon and Geekmas turned out. Better than I hoped, and I have my whole creative team to be so thankful for that, and they're amazing. I love them to death, and I wouldn't be able to do this without them. And it's just great that they came from essentially what I do here online. They spawned from the playthroughs and the silliness and the persona that I put out there to the audience watching at home. So it's amazing. So this year, as I said, was a rocky year for content and streams and such, because I could never really figure out what I wanted to do, and at the same time, I couldn't really figure out what was working. What was generating views, and what was the real home run hitter. And I realized to myself, after just taking a step back from it all, it's not about what game or what video game series will perform the best, what will generate the most views to gain more subscribers and make more money, right? Because that's a lot of things. That's the main things that I think creators think about, is their content and what works, what sells, what gets the clicks and such. And I've always been so fascinated and obsessed with the idea of how do you beat the algorithm and all that stuff. But I'm gonna be completely honest. Right now, I don't care anymore. I just genuinely don't care, because I feel like it is a losing battle. It is. And I've come to terms with YouTube especially, and even Twitch sometimes. I've come to terms with that. Sometimes it is how it is. It's not always going to be big numbers. It's not always going to be subscriber gains, follower gains, and big revenue, ad revenue numbers, all that stuff. It's not always going to be like that. And I think what's important to me now for the year 2023 is to focus on the content that I want to make and be as entertaining as I can, but also enjoy myself in the process. And on top of that, really truly embrace the video games that I play next year and be consistent at it. And that's what I want to do. Next year, I want to bring back that drive and that intensity and that energy that I've brought to so many different Let's Plays on the channel that have performed so well. And the reason why they performed so well is because I brought that sort of vibe to the videos. The energy, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the hype, and the drive to continuously set the bar for video game related content. And I want to do that next year. I want to plan a massive roadmap of the games that I'm going to play, plan it out accordingly to what video games are coming out, and truly explore those franchises the way that they deserve to be explored. So overall, regarding 2022 and this year and everything that we've done as a community and as me as a creator, it's been an okay year. But I am pretty happy of how the year turned out, and how it ended, because I was kicking myself as the months went on that I didn't do a DBCon, and I was only kind of considering a Geek Miss, even though I said and I announced it last year that DBCon and Geek Miss were going to be an annual thing and we're going to do them every year because it's something that I want to do. I love the event stuff, and you guys can see from these event style streams, that's where I shine. Like, I love being the presenter of something bigger than just, playing a video game. I love being able to send things to you guys because you've won a prize. I love the chat being interactive with the stuff that we're doing, and just having that creator community connection. That's something I really enjoy, and I want to continue doing that. So when it comes to the content regarding the events and stuff, I want to do them again next year, and I want them to be bigger and better, and I want it to always be community driven and always focus on the people watching at home. Never be about just the content, which a lot of creators fall into. It's about the content, regardless if it's a charity event or an online event that involves competitions and such. For me, it's important to always involve you guys and keep it about you guys, because I've said it loads of times, I couldn't do what I do if it wasn't for you and the community and the people that tune in, watch the videos, etc. I can't do it. Like, I can't do these things without you. I can't pay the bills without you. Like, I'll be honest, fully transparent, I can't. So yeah, I just want to say thanks for that. And like, I don't want to ramble or anything, but this year in particular has been a bit weird with stuff, content, etc. But like I said, I love how it ended, and I'm happy with it. And I look forward to next year, because next year I'm going to be where I want to be personally, and I'm going to focus on the content and get the content out there and make it super exciting again, and make it as if like you guys have a full year of so many great series to look forward to, and we have massive heavy hitters coming out next year. For one, I don't think it's any piece of news now at this stage, but we have Tears of the Kingdom, which is a huge thing. And it's especially a huge thing for us as a community and for what I do online. Breath of the Wild was my biggest video game series. My biggest. And it's all because of you. And Tears of the Kingdom is its successor. And we're going to go back. We're going to go back, and we're going to... Well, I'm going to hopefully bring back the DB that was with the Breath of the Wild series. And I think you guys got a little glimpse of that on our charity stream. When I went back to do Trial of the Sword, hadn't a fucking clue what I was doing. I had to relearn some things. But the parry god still lives, which is nice. And we got to ride across Hyrule with Lucas once again and fight the Boko Brothers Association and all that stuff. So I want that back, and I crave that, and I look forward to that. And we have Skyward Sword as well. Like, I haven't played that yet, but that's the next mainline Legend of Zelda game that we're going to play. There's so many great games coming out next year, and I want to prepare for them. And I want to prepare for them the right way. And I don't want to play these games as soon as they come out on day of release like every other streamer and creator does. I want to play them, but being prepared for those games. I want to play its predecessors if I have to really understand the game and why people love it. And that's the way we've always been doing things. We've done it with The Legend of Zelda. We've done it with Halo. We've done it with Kingdom Hearts. Like, I've played the very first game and every other game that followed up until the newest release. And I always want to do that because I love doing that. I don't like just jumping into a game because it's trending online. I like to jump into a franchise rather than jump into a video game. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I like to approach these things, and I want to continue to do that. And I want to build a bigger and even stronger community than we already have next year. I want us to get bigger. I want us to grow. I want us to do even huge things than we've done before. And I think I'll be able to do that. And I'll need your help to do that. I do. So with every video that follows in the next, I don't know, X amount of months, especially going into the new year, I want you guys to do your best to tune in, leave a like, comment, share, whatever it is you can do to help the content, get out there, because it's getting ever so incredibly difficult to generate any sort of viewership. And I know you guys are great for always tuning in and watching and commenting, and there's always so much community love, but I need it more than ever next year. I do. I need it more than ever next year. And me and DB Girl, we want to, move up in our relationship. We want to build a house, or not build a house, but buy a house maybe, or possibly build, I don't know, a Tarrytown, anyone? But, we want to, and I want to, as a creator, I want to grow. I want to generate the revenue. I want to build my future, our future here. And I'll need your help to do that. I do, because I'm going to be honest, I don't know how many years I got left online. I don't, because I guess it's kind of difficult to say, but sometimes it feels like it's going to end sooner than I think. And that makes me kind of sad and upset. And I don't want that to happen, because I remember when I started YouTube, and I loved it, and I started gaining traction and stuff, and growing. I loved it so much that I said, I want to make content until I'm old and wrinkled. But I know that's not going to happen, because life goes on. And I do think I only have a little bit left with creating content online. I don't know how much I have left, but I hope it's a few more years. I do. Heck, I hope it's 10 more years, but I don't know. And that makes me sad, because one day I'll have to hang up the earphones. And I don't want that to happen. So that's why I want to progress next year. That's why I want to get better and grow and expand what we've done already and do even better things, raise even more money for great causes, and continue to do that and lead by example, and be the influencer that I want to be, like really truly put meaning behind that word influencer, because that word gets thrown around a lot, and a lot of times I'm scratching my head wondering, is that what an influencer really is? With some of the stuff that I see online. I want to paint the right picture. I want to portray the right message. And I want us to grow as a community. And that's going to take a lot. And I am willing to give it everything I got next year. And I don't know what this time next year is going to be like, but I hope we're at a very impressive place when it comes to our community and what we stand for. That's what I want next year. So I will put everything I got into focusing on that and making that a reality. So I know I rambled for almost 20 minutes, but thank you for an amazing 2022. Thank you for being there for me and always being so supportive, and thank you for helping me make a difference again. Although I was terrified this year to do Geekmas, because I knew that the numbers weren't the same as last year, and I knew that we were in a very different world compared to last year. We had lockdown, we had people at home, we had people that were sitting on money that they didn't know what to do with. So we raised a lot of money, like 40,000 plus euro we raised last year for Geekmas, for the Thomas Hayes Trust, which was astronomical. I'm still in shock that we done that. And I was worried that we weren't even going to, get quarter of the way there with this year's Geekmas, but fuck me, we got 25k at the end of it all, which is absolutely astounding, which is more than half of what we did last year, which is huge. So I'm happy how that turned out, and Rachel and Tim are very, very pleased, and all the children over at Molly Ollie's wishes are going to be so excited, because the money that we raised, believe it or not, is going to make 40 wishes come true, and that's puts a huge smile on my face. So you should be so happy about that. 40 kids are going to have their wishes granted thanks to you, and I'm so happy for that. Like, honestly, I am. But yeah, I'm going on a bit of a tangent now. I just wanted to make some sort of a video because I haven't uploaded anything, and I don't want you guys to think that I've just gone cold turkey. No pun intended at all, promise. But yeah, that's all I have to say. And I hope to do one more stream before the end of the year. I think we're going to do a Breath of the Wild Christmas stream, Trial of the Sword. I'm going to continue it, and I'm going to end the year with such a positive note, even though we've already done that. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this video and watch it, which I know a lot of people won't, but I know the people that care and love what we do here will watch and will be so supportive of everything that I do going forward. So thank you so much, and I appreciate all of your beautiful faces, and I hope to see you guys very soon. And I promise next year's going to be full of structure, consistency, and just all the laughs. It's going to be great. But yeah, that's going to be it, lads. Thank you so much, and if I don't see you, happy Christmas and a happy feckin' New Year.